We're here at Aktiedagen in Lund, together with SynAct Pharma and their CEO Jeppe Olofsen and their chairman Torbjörn Bjerke. What's the main asset in the company?
So Victor, the main asset in the company is really a total new treatment for inflammatory disease. This is a total new concept, and in that concept we have a compound called 1189. It's a small molecule, you can take it as a pill, and that's a big advantage. And we are this year entering into clinical development with that compound. So the focus of the disease indication is really psoriasis arthritis. Psoriasis arthritis is an inflammatory disease. You probably know some patients with psoriasis. About 1% to 2% of the Western population suffers from psoriasis. And about 30% of those do get psoriasis arthritis. And psoriasis arthritis is like inflammation. It can be in the fingers, in different joints, and that is a very devastating disease. So what we do, we focus on the acute exacerbations of the disease, so-called flares. So when you have psoriasis arthritis, you get worsening of the disease from time to time, and we focus on treating those worsenings. So there's no really good treatment today for that, and that's why we want to focus on it. It's a big medical need. The market is several billion US, and we do believe with the unique mechanism that our compound do have, we believe that we can treat those exacerbations. So that's the first indication. We also have other indications, but we want to focus solely on psoriasis arthritis in the first place. So we are moving into phase 1. We have submitted the application for the French authorities who want to do the first clinical trial in France. And if that comes out positive, then we want to go into phase 2 in real patients.
And can you explain how the drug is supposed to work?
So, as I said, it's a totally new and unique mode of action. So what we do is actually to help the patient's own immune system, own body, to fight the inflammation. So, and in so-called white blood cells, these are cells that are very important for inflammation. They go up when you get an inflammation, you get a cold, or you get bacterial inflammation. You get cells that are called white blood cells into that, and then you get redness and pain and so on. So on those cells there are some receptors. These are molecules on the surface of the cells, and so-called melanocortin receptors. And these melanocortin receptors, they interact with the inflammation. So we go in and stimulate those receptors, and then the cell turns out to fight the inflammation much better, and actually to remove those cells that are dead. So all in all, this will then result in a much better, much shorter duration of the inflammation, and that's all about the acute flares in psoriasis. We have shown that in animal models, in mice models, very, very good data on that. So it's a basic mechanism, but it's really to help your own immune system to fight the inflammation much, much better than you do normally. And we believe that's good also in so-called chronic inflammation like psoriasis.
Recently you submitted an application for a phase 1 trial. Can you tell us more about it and when you expect to see the results?
Well, we are expecting an answer from the French authorities just around the corner. And that will enable us to initiate the phase 1 program that hopefully will be completed end of the year. By doing so, we will be able to initiate a phase 2 program in 2017, enabling us to run that during 2018. And that is, of course, a pretty important milestone for us. And important for completion of our strategy.
If we take a more long-term view, what's your strategy?
Well, since the foundation of the company, we have been very focused on creating an exit for the company. And the way that we are doing that is that upon positive results in phase 2, we will be in a situation, hopefully, that we can sell the project. We have been down that road before in management and also in the board, because we have been able to complete major deals with big pharma and also with big biotech during the past 15-20 years. So we strongly believe that there is a market for acquiring such a project, and that is definitely the plan.
So tell us why you think selling the company is the best option.
I think it's important for a small company like ours to stay focused, to know what part of the journey we are able to take, and that is basically with our competences to bring the project from clinical development into a phase 2. And then we have, hopefully on a good deal, the possibility for paying back the proceeds to our shareholders. And that has basically been the plan since the IPO.
And in March there are options maturing. How much capital do you expect to raise from that, and what will that capital mean for the company?
Well, the option will provide us with a situation that we can bring the company through the development program that we have planned. So therefore the option is of course quite important to us. So we hope that as many as our present shareholders will subscribe to the option, which is in total 12.9 million.
And finally, which milestones should investors keep a watch on during 2017?
Well, the major milestone to look at in 2017 is, of course, the initiation of phase 1, and then hopefully positive results on that program, which will enable us to enter into a phase 2 program end of the year. So that is the two key milestones for our company.
And with that, I would like to thank both of you for coming here, and best of luck.
Thank you very much, Victor. Thank you.